We are here at Money 2020 in Amsterdam with Ravi from Airwallex. Ravi, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
How are you finding the show so far?
The show's been great. We've been here in full force for a day so far, and we've been getting a lot of attention. So definitely happy to be here.
Amazing. Always nice to hear that. So, tell me a little bit more then about Airwallex, what it is that you do.
Airwallex is a global fintech company that started about 8 years ago in Melbourne, Australia. And fast forward 8 years, we now have built a business that is global and helps businesses of all sizes to have a full financial operating system. And also we're bringing our technology to large platforms. So it's like a single point of solution that a company of any size can use to run their financial operating system all over the globe. That's what Airwallex is.
Amazing stuff. And tell me about your background. Obviously, you work a lot in partnerships with Airwallex. What have you done in the past in the industry as well?
Yeah, so I have spent about 10 years in partnerships in other large tech companies. This is actually, believe it or not, my first stint into financial technology, and I've been pretty excited about having it. And we build partnerships across with large banks, networks like Visa and MasterCard, big strategic partnerships with companies like Shopify and Amazon to run our business globally, and I'm pretty excited to do that.
Yeah, and obviously, I think partnerships are always hot topics, right, when we think about fintech and finance. And just generally the idea of this co-opetition idea. What is your opinion? Obviously, I know you're a partnerships guy, so you're going to be very pro partnerships. But what do you think how they are going in the industry right now?
Yeah, I just believe any company, you cannot and you will not be able to build and develop everything. Just the concept of being able to partner with other companies comes naturally to us, and that's what I'm very proud of doing here. So it's everything from co-opetition you mentioned, being able to work with 50 plus banks globally. While they may have some competition with us, but we work closely with them. So we're regulated in all over the world. So these banking partners enable us to operate an infrastructure layer on top of what the banks provide. So we think it's more of a coexistence than a co-opetition. And I also mentioned beyond the banks, we also work with large tech companies where we're either providing solutions to their customers, becoming our customers, or we already have 35,000 customers that transact on our platform on a quarterly basis. So we work with other partners to provide value to our customers. For example, a lot of our customers use zero accounting software. How do we minimize friction so that our customers can bring Airwallex into Xero? Our customers bring Airwallex into NetSuite, for example. So wherever customers are, we try to meet them with their needs at that point through partnerships.
Yeah, and obviously coming to an event like this, it's the prime place to start garnering those partnerships, right? And is that kind of what you're doing at the moment?
I'm doing both. I wear two roles at the company. One is I run global partnerships, but I also run the Americas region. So on one hand, I'm thinking about partnerships Airwallex can have with global partners that are based in Europe, but also importantly, we think about everything we do, everything we work on globally. So even though I'm in Europe, I'm still thinking about Americas, I'm still thinking about Asia, I'm still thinking about Australia. That's how we operate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, when you come to events like this, you can have the conversation with people right then and there. But what else have you kind of taken away from the show this year? I know we're only on day one, so there's still plenty to go. But are there any specific moments or learnings that have stood out to you so far?
I think there's a lot of energy this time in the event in terms of in the last time there was a lot of crypto. They're crypto this, that. I don't see as much of that now. There's a lot of real examples of how these fintechs are bringing specific use cases to life is what I'm seeing across. It may be payroll, it may be bill pay, it may be general banking as a service. So see a lot of those use cases coming to life now, and I'm just excited how we can be part of the conversation and bring a global approach to the energy that I'm seeing here.
Amazing stuff. And then just finally, kind of what's on your roadmap for the year for Airwallex? What are you thinking? What are you working on right now that you can tell us about, of course?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of things that we're expanding on. I'll touch on partnerships first. So I mentioned we have 50 plus banking partners globally, so we're always expanding to that. And just given the recent banking crisis, right, we're making sure we have a pretty strong network of banking partners globally. So we're expanding on that. I mentioned our partnership with Amazon, where you can think of additional large marketplaces that are going to be coming online supporting Airwallex. When I'm wearing my US hat, I'm thinking about customers, for example, Navan that use TripActions that use us for being able to reimburse their customers in other markets. We're expanding beyond customers like that, and expansion and infrastructure improvement is what every day, and that's what we do every single day. So you can look at it as more markets, in more countries with more products like rest of the year.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been great to chat. Have a fantastic rest of the show.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate the time.